Me, Pretty Pink Pony.
Hello? 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 Broken by love, you know how to pick all the. I don't know why that's on there. Hey. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? We're gonna play a little bit of Pokopia stream, Pokopia. Are y'all ready? I know I was streaming earlier. We had a good time. Shout out to Loverboy the Dratini. I'm so glad that I got a shiny Dratini finally. So now I don't have to hunt for a shiny Dratini anymore. Kind of obsessed with him. He's perfect. Yeah, so let's get into the Pokopia of it all. Hello? Okay, let me get on my Pokopia game. Baby, it's cause we're just two fools, broken by love. You know how to pick all the pieces up. And let's say goodbye to the shiny Dratini. And hello to Latias. Period. And let's say goodbye to LMA. Although that is my ship. Baby, it's cause we're just two fools. Okay, let's go look at this house that I built. I built a house for some of the Pokemon that I like. Y'all want to see it? Because I want to show you. There's two houses that I want to showcase. There's this more like rustic style build. It's like, honestly, it looks like a modern, what do they call it? It's like a modern build on the outside because it's like so square, but in reality it's made of wood and rocks. So it's like, it's really kind of like a simple moment, but I broke it open a little bit. I got the music playing in here and there's a waterfall running in the center. Could you guess who lives here? There's a cute little like, it's a cute little like area up here. It's like a 1-bedroom. And then we have another bedroom down here. It's another cute area. It's a little bit more mature. And then we have a shower, a Dragonite, and some cute stuff. They really like this area because it's cleanly. I put a rock in the water. I feel really good about this. I think in the future I would like to incorporate this like, if I am gonna do any more builds like this, because I do kind of like the more like natural aspects of this build. I think I would like to do like a little bit of like what is this called? The generator. I want to like bury it a little bit so that we don't see it. But in this house, the way it currently is, I think it's fine mostly. There's a skylight up on top. I don't know if I have an opportunity to put that there, but who lives here is Politoed and Poliwag. This is Politoad's area right here. The little bed next to it with the chair next to it, the music. And then Poliwag lives up here with the little toys and the little heart lamp and everything. It's really cute. I'm really enjoying this one. I'm excited to see what they've got going on. They also really like it. I think that they have an awesome rating for their house now. I don't know if that was true when they moved in, but I'll have to check. They do not have an awesome rating. They have a great rating. Is that true? No, they have an awesome rating. Politoed has an awesome rating. Poliwag has a great rating. I don't know. Maybe Politoed went and ate Poliwag's berry or something. All 4 of the Polys all like to hang out underneath this waterfall right here, which is also something that I built out recently. So I'll show you that before I show you this next house. I expanded the water a little bit in the Withering Wastelands because I was tired of it being so disconnected. I broke down some of the mountain over here because I want to like continue building upward here. And I want to put like, I want to make this into kind of like a little farm forest area. Where I'm going to be moving a collection of Pokemon up here. I am going to be moving Dratini out here, interestingly enough, as well as probably Dragonite. I don't have Dragonair yet, so... and then I also am going to... and so I broke down some of this mountain. I know that I want to move somebody into this cave, but I don't know I don't know how I want it to look yet, so I haven't actually put in the work to make this cave happen the way I want it to look yet, because I don't know exactly how I want it to, like, feel. I don't know where I want, like, if I'm gonna put a staircase there or what. But here is Polly Wrath and Polly... Is it Polly... That's Polly Toad. It's Polly Wag. Who is who? Polly Wag, Polly Whirl, Polly Wrath, and Polly Toad. Polly Wag and Polly Toad live over here. And then over here is Polly Wag. Thank you for the shiny luck. It's Polly Wag and Polly Wrath. Wait, not Polly Wag, Polly Whirl, and Polly Wrath. They have a little bath. I gave Polly Wrath this little, like, fighting dojo style area. They seem to really like this. They actually like their house better than Polly Wag likes where she lives, apparently. Honestly, to me, at the time when I was doing this, it's kind of giving like... Polly Toad and Polly Wrath are divorced parents. And Polly Wag went to go live with Polly Toad over here in the, like, artsy-fartsy area. That's, like, more devoted to, like, you know, expression and color and happiness and positivity. An open concept. And then we have Polly Whirl and Polly Wrath over here living over here, and all they do is work out. I'm also loving putting these little, like, window, I don't know what these are called, these little window, like, panels or whatever, so that way you can open up the little space. It makes it feel so much more airy. Also, it gives me easy access when I want to come in here as Magnemite. What I did really like about this house too is that I built it so close to the mountain that actually, like, the mountain is basically the back wall, which allows for me to have, like, this little, like, area be kind of a shelf, which is very enjoyable to me. It makes me happy to have something like a shelf. Thank you, Yobon. I'm doing pretty well. I hope you're doing well as well. So I'm really enjoying these two houses over here. I know for sure that I at least want to have one more Pokemon area over here because I want to, like, develop this cave area a little bit more and make this into a kind of like a more habitable area for another Pokemon that I want to move out of the area that they currently live in, but I'm not going to tell you that until I actually do it. And I don't think I'm going to be doing that on stream. Maybe, but... Speaking of cave, Charizard is not here today. Ivy, Warp. Shout out to the icons of the stream, Yobon. Shout out to the icon of the stream, V, aka Sunburroad, and shout out Majestic Milotic. Thank you for showing up to the stream. I think I really do need another TV, so I guess I'll take that one. And if I have it, I'm gonna give you glass. The 10-foot lady showed up again in your nap. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know I also want to build, I want to continue to develop this area as well. Don't do what? The 10-foot lady, don't do it. But honestly, we're just gonna kind of fuck around for a little bit. Oh, you want the 10-foot lady to be around. That's your business. Yeah, I want to demolish this house here soon. And so honestly, while I'm on, I might as well like start working on this house up here then. First things first, I know I need some of the, whatever this is, this concrete flooring. I know I'm gonna need that. I know I want to replace some of this and kind of expand on this little farm area. I know I'm probably gonna have to move some of these Ross trees, but we're not there yet. I know I want to put a house up here, but I don't know if I want it to be here or somewhere else. Honestly, this would be a good spot for all those trees. To kind of consolidate them, and then maybe I could put like a house like here. Here-ish, facing this direction. And then I could put like the farm area like over here on the other side of the path. That would make sense. Plus she was kind of bad. Get into it. I hate this little pink house that my character lives in, but I'm not gonna deal with that today. So I guess first things first, if I'm gonna be building a house up there, what am I gonna make it out of? What do I have? What if I put like alpine grass on the inside of it? Or like the sky high grass? Yeah, I like that. Do we have any more of that? Pure white soil? It's definitely gonna need some plants. I'm definitely gonna put some plants in there. And it's gonna be a pretty big house with multiple rooms that all have entrances outside of the house and also are connected to each other. That's kind of what I would like. So let's get some of that fun grass. From the sparkling skylands. Let me lean back. I have such a bad problem with like slouching when I'm gaming because I like to lean in and see what I'm doing really well. Because my computer is kind of far away from me. It's like, no, I wouldn't say it's even a full 2 feet, but it's like far enough that it's like, oh, let me. If I lean in, it'll give me a little bit of better like visual experience. But it's too far for me to be like leaning forward like that. So I'm here for the pure white soil. Fucked up spine gang, exactly. I'm driving. Focus on the road. I don't care if you're not talking in the chat. Hey though, thank you for being here. I'll put that pseudo wudo down. I have Ralt over here. I'm trying to attract Curlia, but she hasn't actually pulled through yet. I'm gonna give Ralt a pseudo wudo. Oh, actually, it looks like Ralt likes it. And here's Dratini selling a luxury dresser and some other items that I don't want. Another boo in the box. I will take it. Oh, this is not Dratini selling it. It's Alakazam. I was like, I didn't know Dratini was selling anything. Period, period. I need the boo in the box for a environment. And while I'm working on these environments, I'm gonna go over here because this is where I can get a lot of grass for easy and for cheap, but also for easy. Because there's not like buildings in this, and there's buildings over here, but like this is mostly uninhabited. The only Pokemon that lives on this island, I believe, is Gyarados, who lives down there and doesn't seem to be home right now. The other fun thing about the Pokemon that I'm moving is that they are able to grow these flowers back if I planted them as seeds. So that's going to be fun because normally when I'm building like a house for a Pokemon, if I want there to be flowers in it, like I can't actually like, you know, do anything about it. Except for ask another Pokemon to come and help me, which is not an issue, but it's a little bit of an inconvenience. Help! Help! Bitch. Oh, well, there's no way out. You ever just fall off a cliff? It's a rock monster. Also, since the last time I played, I did put a lot of energy into building up my pallet town, but we can talk about that if we see it. I don't really need anything else from out here to build the house that I'm trying to build. I just need to kind of throw it together. But let me go and glance at my storage out here anyway. I'll take that for sure. I'll take some of that. I don't really need those leaves. I'll put those back. What else do I not need? I'll go and take all the rest of this back and put it away at the wastelands. I'll take these plants. So, I might need to come back. You know what I do need though? I need some of this stone flooring for sure. I do not need this at all. Let's organize this. Let's organize this. What song is that? Pokemon Gym. Okay. I'll take the glass. Your hands hurt. Why do your hands hurt? I do need a sprinkler. I was actually gonna print a few of those sprinklers, so maybe, why don't I go do that? You got an ouchie while cooking? Don't do it. A letter. I'll take it. There's a Pokeball stamp on it. Broken tiling wall recipe. That's pretty. I'm not gonna use it today, but that would be great for a house, maybe for Ralts. Passionate poster recipe, sure. I'm not really looking for this rug. Salad to eat with your pupusas. And you cut your finger? Don't do it. I'm scared. I'm frightened. So let's go back to the withered. Yeah, let's start some of that building, I guess. My hands also hurt from doing laundry. Sidetracked, and I'm doing a quick Instacart order. Cute, $8. Wait, you're delivering an Instacart order for $8? You've had worse injuries. Don't have any injuries. How about that? How about that? No injuries. Okay, now I'm sitting up straight. I kind of like this antique bed. I also really like the Rowlet clock. Need you for my old me, need you for my sanity, need you to remind me where I come from. I actually am going to use some of this, I think. Puffy tree pillar. Can you I'm going to use the farm soil for sure. Remind me of my gravity, ground me when I'm tumbling, spiraling, plummeting down to earth. You keep me down to earth, call me on my bullshit. I have to shop at this alcohol store and then leave here for pickup, which was cool. What do you mean? Oh, okay. That's the Dougie. You nearly lost an eye once. No. What kind of papusa? Or is there a different kind of papusa? I guess that's the real question. What are they made of? That's my question, I guess. Bum, 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 bum. I am gonna use that tall grass. It's like a tortilla that's stuffed with meat and veggies and cheese. Right. And like I knew what a pupusa was, and that's why when I said what's it made of, I was like, hold on. Actually, I'm probably gonna use the upright log too. Maybe I should make some more sideways logs. I'm definitely not gonna use this door. I don't even know if I'm gonna use this door. Probably. I'll save the boat door just in case. I know I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I'm gonna keep this. Oh. Well. And there's some other things that I need to go and gather anyway, so that's fine. I'll move all of this up here. No, this is supposed to be in here. Hello? Car accidents are not very cash money. Agreed. I was watching Grey's Anatomy. I was on an episode where a girl, she was going crazy. It was Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato was in the episode. So it was the Demi Lovato episode. And basically what happened is Demi Lovato was in the show as a character, not as herself. And her character was going crazy because basically like she could, long story short, it's kind of like she goes in and she's going in because her parents think she's schizophrenic. But the reality is she's not actually schizophrenic. She's going crazy because she can actually hear all of her organs. So like naturally, apparently, normally people can't hear like their internal organs as they're processing things like food or like blood rushing in your body and things like that. Like you might be able to hear some of it, but not a lot of it. Apparently that girl, she could hear a lot of it because her hearing was heightened, specifically her hearing on the internal part of her body. So she was going crazy and she was suicidal. Her parents thought that she was schizophrenic. Whole time she was just like, she was losing her mind because she was hearing all of her organs running. And so it was like a big drama because her parents were like, no, she's crazy. And then her dad didn't want to get her tested because her dad had a parent who did have schizophrenia. So they thought it was just going to be that. But it wasn't that. And then it took a lot for the doctors to be convinced that it wasn't that because it was like one of the lower doctors who was trying to like help the girl. I'm gonna go power up my freaking rock smash. It was one of the lower doctors who was trying to help the girl, but the higher up doctors didn't care because they just thought that she was like schizophrenic because they didn't want to do the work. That's the actual thing, is that they had like a theory that it was something different. But the lower doctor who was trying to actually diagnose her had experience with people who dealt with schizophrenia, so he was kind of like not convinced that that's what that was. And so even though they were trying to misdiagnose her and they were trying to pass her along, which had already happened to her multiple times, the lower doctor was the one who finally got her diagnosed with the actual issue. And it was very dramatic. And obviously there's a lot of other things going on in the show because the point is never actually the fact that they're doctors being doctors. It's literally everything else is the focus. Okay, let's move along here. Evil cat wizard. Hi, farm boy. You're free, period. Farm boy, have I ever visited your Pokopia before? I feel like I haven't. I knew at one point I said I wanted to, but like, have I actually ever done it or no? I think you think I did, but I can because it's been updated. I don't remember. I feel like if I did, we would have taken a picture. I know that I've seen you because I think one time I was visiting somebody else. I think it was CMB maybe. And you were there, I thought, but I don't think I've ever been to your area specifically because like you never, I don't remember anything. I remember you posting about it. I don't ever remember seeing any of the stuff that you've built. Yeah, CMB strip, maybe. I want to leave this fence here because I'm not going to affect the, I'm not going to change like the whole layout. I do like terraforming in this game, but what I don't like is like this is a very natural layout, and I feel like if I edit it too much, I'm gonna know that I edited it when I come back. So I'm gonna like cut out where I want that building to be, and then I'll come back and start putting the building there instead of like, yeah. Your pupusas are done, now they're going to your belly, period. Whoa! Hey! Where's my soundboard? I have a soundboard just for this moment.
Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Pretty Pink Pommy.
And your name is Icon. Hi, Fawn. Sorry, Raiders, I pressed the raid button, but no song. Have fun. Thank you. Leave an emote in the chat if you like Pokopia. What was going on in the Fawn stream? Let me say hi to everyone. Hi, everyone. Okay, starting from the top. Hi, Miss Glitch. Hi, Serpy, Serena. Hi, Pickled. Hi, Rose. Hi, Wishmaker. Hi, Bimby. Hi, Willow. Hi, Rose again. Hi, IQ. Hi, Izzy, aka Fried Chicken. Hi, Silly Spooky Spaghetti. Hi, D-Shard. I don't know how to say that. Hi, Zacher. Blank. Hi, Fawn. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope y'all had a great stream. No, everybody feel no obligation to stay or go. It's you do what you want to do. We're having a good time on Pokopia, so you can always come and see what I have going on my Pokopia. I'm probably going to try, if Farm Boy wants to, I will go visit the boy farm today on stream. I've been playing Pokopia basically nonstop. Today was the first time that I streamed something besides Pokopia in like 2 weeks, because earlier I was playing Legends ZA and I got a shiny, what is it called? A Dratini. I posted it on my Blue Sky. I named him Loverboy. I've been hunting for Dratini for a long time, and I finally like changed up what I was doing. Hi, me. I don't know how to say your name actually. I see you in here all the time. MILH0JAS. Hello. Hi, IQ. Hi, Pancakes on Saturday. Ultra Lux. Hi, everyone. Pickled. Genie Sequoia. Love it. Get into it. Hi, Kill Bill. Hi, Rhyme Style. Thank you so much for the follows, everyone, too. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate Ultra Lux. Hi, Willow. I feel like I said hi to some of y'all. Cows everywhere. We rated cows on the measure of girly pop. I see. Well, I hope that was fun.
Like, I finna be in the pit. Like.
Hi, Gary. Dang, y'all are up in here today. Period. Hi, Makona Pilled. I don't know what that means. Why am I laughing? When are we going to look for Pichu? We're gonna go look for Pichu really soon. I was gonna start working on some of that stuff this week that I've been procrastinating. Yeah, so I want to go to the boy farm, low-key. I'll be on in like 30 minutes to offer tours. Thank you. Hi, MJ. Okay, let's move on. I think it's time. Hi, everybody. Hi, Spooky Spaghetti. Period. Okay, I've said hello to everyone. I normally don't do that, but I was like, maybe I should start getting into the habit of doing that. Because I like it when other streamers do that, when they're like, I need my post-work shower first. Do you do what you gotta do? Because I'm building a house. Right now I'm building a house for some grass-type Pokemon, because I want them to live up here. And then I wanna move these arbors out. Hello? Not the gifted subs. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Pickled. Hype train, hype train. And if you would like a sub, or if you would like to be a part of the hype train, because I love the train, then now is your time to send something in. Even simply sending in bits will get you a part of the hype train, which will also get you an emote. I love the train. R.I.P. I'm sick to my stomach. I cannot, like, you know, because there's so many iconic quotes. Oh my God, don't get me started. Okay, thank you so much, Pickled. Hi, Donut Secret House. Okay, let's get started on this house. We're building a house for our grass-type Pokemon, and I want it to be like the inside of the house. I want it to be like this, the grass that you get from the place. What is that place called? Skylands, but I need to go and like put something down, something else down here, because I wanted to. Maybe I'll just make it dirt. Because like you're not gonna see. Well, you're gonna see some of it from the outside though. I want it to be rock. I think I'm gonna die in this house. Yeah, okay, y'all missed it, but y'all want to see the house that I built for Politoed and Poliwag? It's really cute. Honestly, it's kind of giving like it reminds me of the energy of computer. Order this homosexual some food. Who needs food? Oh, Pickled. I need to get out of my house and get some food, but I don't want to move. I went and got sushi from the grocery store. That's what I ate for my lunch. Yeah, so this is the house that I built for a Politoed and Poliwag. They're not here right now. But this is like the little like living area space where they can like swim in the water and hang out on the rocks and whatever. And I feel like it's really cutesy because they both like round things and they both like colorful things and stuff like that. So I feel like that was really great. Here's Politoad's living area. Politoad really likes music.
Money, her body tea.
She's super thick, she's super pretty. I wanted to focus on having it be more natural, so that's why it's made of moss and rock and stuff like that. And also that's a good opportunity for me to recycle some of the materials that are around here. I'm also really loving this like open concept window where the window has ventilation, but it's not necessarily like, but it's still closed off and you can still see through it. I really love that. And then up here is Poliwag's area, which I think is funny because Poliwag actually can't walk very well. Based on its Pokédex entry, it cannot walk very well. But here's his little area. I think it's so cute, so baby. They both like it. Politoad likes it more. It was kind of giving the energy, you know, the Princess Diaries, how the mom lives in that loft apartment. That's kind of what it feels like in here to me. And I was saying earlier, because I showed it earlier before, but like when I first started the stream. But my headcanon is that Poliwrath, who lives in this house, Poliwrath and Poliwhirl live in here. Poliwrath and Politoad were married and then they split up. And Poliwag went with Politoad and Poliwhirl went with Poliwrath. And now Poliwrath and Poliwhirl live in here and all they do is work out and stuff, because that's basically all this house is built for them. They really like this house though, so I'm fine with it. And then like Politoad, like she went and she started like an art business, you know what I mean? Like it's open concept. She was like, you know what, even if I have to be a single mom, like I'm still gonna focus on the artistic development of my children as well as their like development in other areas. So like I want like a nice house that's gonna represent me, you know what I mean? Like anyway, the drama, exactly, Bambi, exactly. Do you remember how you got that thick log recipe? I have the recipe for both. I don't know where I got it. I think I might have purchased it. Because I don't know where I got the recipe for both of them at, but I have the recipe for both because it's 2 different recipes. There's the sideways log and the upright log. I don't know where I got it though. I might have bought it. Anyway, I was coming over here for some rocks. What are y'all up to? What's tea? I found them in a sparkling spot. You get them both at the same time, IRC. Yeah, I think that's what happened, but I just didn't know if I got them in like a sparkling thing. Oh, maybe I'll use the, okay, yeah, because I was using this wooden wall. No, I can use this. I want to use the puffy tree pillar as the base for the house, like the foundation. And I can do that. Also recently, cause like I'm working on, for those of you who know, and you can go watch the VODs if you want to see me experience that, I'm working on an apartment complex inside of the mountain in the Rocky Ridges. But my focus for this area, I wanted to take a little bit of time away from that development to work on this area. So, because like it's kind of giving like everybody's out here in trees and huts, and I don't mind everybody living out here in trees and huts, but I really want people to have houses and farms and make it more comfortable for me and for the Pokemon. Oh, period. Look at that. Did y'all get this emote too? I feel like Rose would really like this emote. This is like perfect because we were talking about Politoed. I'm trying to develop it more, but like, the Rocky Ridges is the most developed. Actually, the Rocky Ridges is on its way to being developed, but it's not fully developed. I feel like the most developed area that I have is the Bleak Beach. My tea is that I'm gonna see if I can finally record gameplay. I was looking into OBS and video editing stuff. Get into it, Rose. Good luck. I stay hunting sparkling ripples. Yeah. The sparkling spots can be daily recipes and stuff, but I don't know. I don't recall exactly where I got those from. I'm sorry. So let's put down more of these. Let's go back to this. Boom, boom. Okay. And then from here, I'm just going to, like that. Is that right? Yes. Shout out to Demi Lovato, though. Like, literally, right before y'all came in here, I was talking about how I was watching Grey's Anatomy and Demi Lovato was in the episode. Because she's in one of the episodes, like, from years ago when she was a teenager. She/they. Thank you for the oh, wait, I have a soundboard for this. Pickled, if you're still here, let me play the soundboard for you.
Thank you for your patronage.
Period. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that for right now. Let's do some of these for the foundation of the house. Even though you're not going to see these, I still want them there. Like, I'm just that kind of builder where, like, I don't ever think about what's inside the nooks and crannies of an area, but it makes me feel better to think in my head, yeah, I actually did put something underneath this house. You know what I mean? Even if nobody's gonna see it. I'm also like that on Minecraft. Leave an emote in the chat if you remember my Minecraft era. I was thinking about getting back to it, but honestly, maybe not, but maybe. Y'all, they stopped selling the Little Caesars Artisan Bruschetta Psyop Pizza. I feel like I'm really falling in a 700 foot deep pit of despair. Don't do it! Okay. Everybody take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath. Who is starting the GoFundMe for the, and I'm gonna get it right this time, Little Caesars Artisan Bruschetta Psyop Pizza? Didn't it have a pretzel crust, or did I make that up? Y'all, they said my brakes were almost gonna be shaved bare like a Frescucci. No bush. Get your brakes checked, diva. Right. Anyway, they did have a pretzel crust, but that was something different. I see. You know what? But why can't Little Caesar just let you have it your way? Let's talk about it. Okay, so I guess this is gonna be like the front room. The actual concept of the house that where these Pokemon specifically used to live is they share a space, and then the bottom space of the house was like for the biggest one, because it really truthfully couldn't get around anywhere else anyway. Let's do that. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Wrong. Wrong answer, forehead. Bye. Oh. I did not mean to do that, but hello? Hi, damsel. Okay, I'll put this right here. And then I will make this, which will make it 1, 2, 3. Yes. Oh, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello? And it's also starting right here. What's going on? Okay, now it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Period. I want it to be like even. Hangry Morpeko, period. Not me. I had grocery store sushi. Mind you, mind you. Damsels and Pikachu, it's giving main character. Everybody's their own, the main character in their own story, or else there might be just be some, hello, there might just be something wrong with them. Okay, period. Now let's build this up a little bit. I'm actually gonna do a second, I wanted to do a second layer of the logs, the puffy tree pillars. So I think I'm gonna put some dirt where these other ones are, like this. Now that the whole thing is even, I'll put dirt under here like this, so that way I can focus on putting the... Since you're not gonna see that part, and then I'll put, hello, thank you for the sub. Who subbed? Hi, Sam. Everybody say hi to Sam. Bon appetit. Salted cream. I think I'm gonna need some more of these. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I feel like the Pokopia stream is giving very much the energy of like those shows in the 90s and even in the early 2000s where it's like some random middle-aged woman is doing like artwork and like she's like, oh well, it's like the lady with the sponge. I don't know if you've ever seen those TikToks where it's like you know, like, oh well, if you just buy this one special brush, like you too can also build this house for this Venusaur, Ivysaur, and Bulbasaur, and all you have to do is use this one special technique, and then you do it like this, and then you do it like this, and then the rest of the yeah, I mean, designing sense is just one. It's one of many of these like are like, it's almost like infomercial style documentaries, or like or not documentary, but infomercial style, or like these like reality TV style shows where people are showcasing their creativity on like home crafts, handicrafts, things like that. And like they're not really truly doing shit, and sometimes it's boring as hell, but sometimes it's also really interesting just to see how people do things. I was never somebody who watched that kind of stuff, but I'm definitely like, that's what the vibe gives when I'm playing Pokopia on stream like this. Okay, now what? I definitely know that I want a window back here if I'm gonna be doing anything, and I definitely know that I want the door to be here. And I was thinking about using these boat doors because I felt like that was going to be really interesting to look at. Right, because it kind of stands out a little bit, and I know I'm gonna put like a regular like wooden stair right here for sure. And I think maybe like this area could be blocked off for Big Mama, because this is gonna be for Venusaur. This part of the house is gonna be for Venusaur, and then I'm probably gonna build like a second level and put Ivysaur and Bulbasaur up there, and they're just gonna have to walk around or walk up a set of stairs or something, because like, girl, Venusaur's kind of big. Hi, Andalise. Welcome in. Andalise, did you lose your streak? Because I was streaming earlier and I didn't know if you were here. I was worried. Okay. I was saying how I really wanted this to be rock, though. Like, I wanted the wall to have rocks in it. So I guess I'm gonna have to go back over here. So she needs wide entries. Yes, she is. She is space consuming. Because those three, they live in this house right here. And I feel like this house is adequate for them, but I really don't like these, like, I like these little houses. I think I would like this more on those more on like the outskirts of town. Like, I was kind of inspired by Milotic's area, which you can actually go watch my VOD if you want to see his little beach area. It's one of my VODs. But where like it's not so, this is just cobblestone wall. I'll make 70. I was at a government appointment and the Wi-Fi wasn't connecting. I'm so sorry. The way I said I'll make 70 and I made 100. Those little like pre-builds or whatever. I don't like it. I don't like them, but I think that they're cute and I think they're effective, especially when you want Pokemon and you don't always want to have to summon them. Because like when Pokemon live in these big houses like this, you have to like call them forth. And so like I would rather some of those be on the outskirts of town than have to be like, you know. Anyway, next question. Let's clean up a little bit. Okay, and then I'll put a window here, I guess. That's fine. Which means, because I want it to be even, at least on the front, I want to put a window over here, too. So that's what I'm going to do. Which means I'm going to put a window here. Even though this is going to be Big Mama's room. Right. I am confident, but I still have my moments, baby. Bimby is cheeky, that's just me. I still eat McDonald's, baby. I'm finna whip this hoe, that's just me. Some may say I need to be afraid of losing everything. Because of where I have my start and where I made my name. But everything's the same. Oh, hey, hold on. When you really think about it, like, whoever wrote that song was cooking. Okay, I kind of like this. I kind of like where it's going. I feel like the top level needs to be like the 4. Because I still want Big Mama to have enough space to walk around. I don't want her to get stuck in here. Also, girl, I need space for this furniture too, because I'm gonna put some furniture in here. Trust. Baby, that's just me. No, no, some may say I need to be ashamed of losing everything. Hi, Mopsuki. Currently watching Cardcaptor Sakura near 50 episode mark. Get it to it. Minecrafts. Yup. Yup. Okay, let me hit that. Oh. Come and get that. Okay, everybody tell me what your favorite song is at the moment. If I actually had to be like fully honest about what my favorite song is currently, it might, well, recently at least, it was On and On by Flo. I was really enjoying that song. I do have some critical thoughts about the songwriting direction, specifically when it comes to the, what is the word? Composition? But, girl, next question. Why did you want to say that Jonas Brothers wrote that song? That was definitely a Demi Lovato song. I don't know who wrote it. Be Honest. I've been listening to Be Honest from Buried Stars. It's the game I recently played. Oh, period. Okay. Make Me Over by Keisha Cole. Make Me Over. Is that off that album that you were listening to? I feel like I know the album that you're talking about, that you were posting about, but I've never listened to the album myself. Okay, come on now. We're almost done. We're in like the home stretch. There we go. I have a few, but it may be Red Rum, Too Many Nights, Eddie K mostly listen to at the moment. Demi and the Jonas Brothers wrote that song. Oh, period. Well, they cooked. I don't know. Hi, Haru. Welcome in. Okay, let me get rid of this block right here. It's about a makeover, basically. San Francisco by Midachronica. It's the final ending song of Samurai Champloo, and Samurai Champloo is the reason I love Japanese hip-hop. Okay, period. And I actually had enough to finish his wall. Let's hit that. And that way, like, this is like the view. So like, this is gonna be a little bit more open concept. How did you get that NASA badge, Milo Tick? What NASA badge? NASA? Oh. Did I miss anybody? Skyfall, Adele. And the Skyfall. The other day I asked everybody on stream, what is your favorite song by Adele? And that was Milo Tick's choice. Skyfall. At the skyfall, when it crumbles, we will stand tall, face it all together. Okay, so this looks good to me. I know I'm gonna have to insert some windows, but this looks good to me so far. I just don't know exactly what I want to do for the second level, because I know that what if I'm thinking in my head, I'll do some more puffy tree pillars just on the outside like this. Okay, well that's not gonna work. Let's eat something. I'm still mad at Sam Smith got the James Bond theme over Lana Del Rey because her song was better to me. I don't even know what song it was. Was that what Salvatore was supposed to be? Is that the song that Lana Del Rey was supposed to have for the James Bond movie? Because that's my shit. "24. There's only 24 hours in a day, Peril. And half of those you lay, yup, between the sheets, my lying love. There's only 24 hours. Yeah, that's my shit. So they say. Yeah. How's Card Captor Sakura? I know you were watching it during Damsel's watch parties. I enjoy Card Captor Sakura. I kind of fell out of it because I missed one of Damsel's watch parties, and then every other time that I've showed up since then, I've watched it, but I don't really know what's going on as well because I didn't keep up with the story. And I wanted to like do a rewatch of all the episodes that I've kind of like not really known what was going on, but I just haven't gotten into it yet. Then I bring it up because the skyfall of it all wasn't evident. Because the skyfall of it all, if that wasn't evident. Yes, that was evident. Skyfall, for those of you who don't know, was the theme of one of the James Bond movies. Don't ask me which one, because I couldn't tell you the name of it, but... I don't know what my most played song is. It's probably a Tinashe song. Might be one of the Tinashe songs specifically from Songs for You? Question mark. And actually, speaking of those little logs, I need more of them. Can you paint these? I don't think you can. If you lie down with dogs, then you'll get fleas. Be careful of the company you keep. There's only 24 hours, but that's not enough to lie like you lie. A love like you love. Hold on. Give me your heat. That's the part of the song that's really good. You know what? But Lana, in the end, she got her, what is it, her comeuppance, because then she had Young and Beautiful, and even though that song was a hit and it attracted a lot of fake fans to her audience, she still got the money from it. So there's that. And she also got to work with Jay-Z on that, because Jay-Z was the one who did the soundtrack for he was like the one who produced the soundtrack for The Great Gatsby, which, while whether you like Jay-Z or not my business, but considering who Lana Del Rey is and what her musical interests were, it would make, low-key, it would make sense that she was working with somebody like Jay-Z, but we're not going to get into that conversation because some of y'all are not ready. Okay, here we go. And so that's the top of the house. That's going to be the top of the room right here. I think I'm going to make the, I don't know how I want the inside of this house to be, because I know that there's going to have to be some kind of stair situation, right? Let's do a sideways log. This house is tall. Yeah, and also Lana definitely has that, like, you know, she's always been somebody who has been so much into that old, like, old style. I don't know exactly what you would call it, but that, like, she's always been interested in that, like, vintage style of things. So it's sad to see that she wasn't, like, that she's not being noticed for that, especially because Adele, while Adele does sing, like, this, like, very soulful music, she's not necessarily into, like, the vintage style the way that other artists that are known for that kind of music are, even if she has the inspirations that they do. You know what another song that I really like by Lana is? Living Legend. Hello. It's a little sad to me. I don't know. Blue Banisters and Chemtrails both, like, have, like, really, like, a really big place in my heart. Even though I feel like a lot of the, because, like, I think that Blue Banisters was really, like, it was really feeding the long-term fans, even if Chemtrails didn't necessarily do that as much, although I was giving my life to Chemtrails. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Oh, I'm sick of this. Okay. You're hard to reach. You're cold to touch. Chew has great music. I could listen to Blue Bannister's title track 12 times a day for the rest of my life and never get tired of it. Yeah. But also, like, what would that actually do to your psyche if you listen to Blue Bannisters every day? Cinnamon Girl is really good, but honestly, I think Cinnamon Girl is one of my favorite Lana Del Rey songs, but I think it's overrated by the fan base. Especially off of that album, like, nobody's talking about Hollywood, and Hollywood is such a good song. Not Hollywood, California, my bad. My bad. My bad, fake fan, sorry. If y'all ever have music recommendations, you can always send them in the Discord server. If one of my mods completes it, !Discord, y'all can always talk about music in there. There's a dedicated music channel and everything. And previously, I've done streams where I actually ask y'all to give me music recommendations and we listen to them while I hatched eggs in Pokemon. And I want to bring that back, low-key. Yes, V does send a lot of music in there. Sometimes I do too. Actually, the other day I sent two Adele songs in there. Okay, great. So that's the now this is the second level. And on the second level, I want it to be surrounded by, well, I'm gonna need to go get more of anything that I want in here. Honestly, we could just go do more, rock. In the morning, and I can't bear to tell him. Hold on. I don't love you anymore. I gotta let him know. Oh, she ate that up. Hold on. Neo, y'all don't understand. Neo has a deep. Oh, that's so good. For the girls who like sad songs, but still like, what is it called? Neo Soul. There you go. My favorite Disney Channel song. Yikes. Don't you forget. I mean, if you're talking about like songs that like were played on Disney Channel, maybe not like songs that were, you know, like somewhere we went wrong. That was my shit. We were once so strong. Our love is like a song. You know what song by Ariana that Neo wrote actually? It is We're Gonna Be Alright. Da-dum dum do. Ba-dum boom ba Baby, don't you know all of the tears gonna come and go. That was Neo. That every little thing is gonna be alright. Orbit changed my life. Absolutely. Kinda sad that you remind me. You remind me of a love that I once knew. Kinda sad that you remind me. You remind me of a love who outgrew me too. He released me into orbit. Oh, that was my shit. Y'all don't understand. I really went through some shit with that. Yeah. I think I'm gonna make this whole room 3 blocks high, so I'm actually gonna leave some space for these windows on the ground floor, though. There, and I'll just do this to make it easy. And I definitely want this house to have a sloped roof, similar to how their other house had a sloped roof. But I don't have enough blocks. Help. It sucks when songs that you like aren't on streaming. I mean, if you really think about it, that song specifically does sound like a Neo song. And also it's interesting because at that time period, I don't think that Dangerous Woman came out in 2016, which is also when Neo's debut album came out. Which is called, girl, what the hell is that album called? I do not remember off the top of my head. It's like her most critically acclaimed album, For All We Know. That's my shit. Anyway. I don't have any more... Well... Necessity creates innovation or whatever, right? Me leaving Barry to deal with Team Galactic at Lake Acuity while I challenge Candace's gym. Right. Well, that's basically what they told you to do. Leave him for dead. Okay, if I'm gonna do another window, I'll do... Actually, that works. Let's just do one right here. I'm gonna take a similar inspiration for the build style of this other one, where it's gonna be kind of this other one that I built for Polytoad, where it's gonna be really open concept, but it's still gonna have like windows, and so that you can still see outside, but it's not gonna be as like watery, it's not gonna be as mossy, it's gonna be more like plants and grass and trees and things like that. All them little tears gonna come and go. Baby, you just gotta make up your mind that every little thing is gonna be alright. Baby, don't you know? All them little tears gonna come and go. Baby, you just gotta make up your mind. We decided we're gonna be alright. I am a real Neo fan. I started listening to Neo in 2017. 2017, was it 2017? I think it might have been 2018, but either way. So like I was listening to like all those songs, specifically like all of those songs from the first album and the second album. Like that was like kind of the soundtrack of that time period for me, among other albums, obviously, because like, you know, I listen to a lot of music. Okay, and so I will put a roof, or I'll put the last level of these walls, and then all the rest of these walls will just be built out of wood, or I'll do the logs, because I know I have logs. So I'll put a log here, question mark? Yeah, we'll just do two here like that. Every little thing is gonna be alright. All the tears gonna come and go. Anyway. I was also thinking about what video game songs are very impactful when you play it. Just because I thought, FFX really using my playthrough. Okay, period. There's a lot of really good video game songs. Let me put one of these right here. And then I'll put one of these right here, like this. Which means that I'm also going to do the same thing for right above this window. No, not right above this window or above this pillar. Right. I'm glad I got that. I'm glad I got that in order before I actually did it, because imagine. I feel like this is a really tall build, especially for Pokemon that walk on all fours. But honestly, I actually don't know of any of the Hoyoverse music because I don't play those games. Which is not because I dislike them per se. But girl, I definitely see the space for criticism. Okay, period. Now where am I gonna put these stairs? So this is 4 blocks tall, which means that we need at least four stairs to go up there. Hmm. Okay, that's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna like pull these stairs all the way up to the wall or to the door, because that'll give me space underneath the stairs to do anything else that I want to do. Right. And I'll fill this in. Oh, I didn't even think about how this is... Interesting, interesting. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so this is not actually traversable. We're gonna have to put those stairs on the outside because this is not that good. I don't like that. This is gonna like kind of ruins the vision a little bit. Where could we put the stairs if we're putting them outside though? I could build up the ground over here and then put the stairs on that side, or there's space over here too. I would rather put them over here. This makes sense. And so I will put some grass down here. Luckily, I have just enough. Who should be the last spot on my Brilliant Diamond Team B? Who should the last spot on my Brilliant Diamond Team be? I have Typhlosion, Staraptor, Skunk Tank, Golduck, and plan to add Clefable. You should add a Ghost type, maybe? Is there a Ghost Water type? What is the Ghost Water type? Is there a Ghost Water type? I would if I didn't have Golduck and that I don't want the types to overlap, period. What is the Ghost Water type? You should add a Ghost type. But not like Gengar because it's poison. Maybe something else. Spiritomb would gather the rest of the type spread gap. Yeah, exactly. But Spiritomb is hard to get in BDSP. Unless you were going to like transfer one in. Brillish and Basculegion. Well, there you go. So I'm gonna fill back in the little pit that I created here. Do y'all like this build so far? How do we feel? I kind of like it. I know it's not the most like ergonomic, but honestly, we're here for the visual and the aesthetic, not necessarily the, you know. Also, I'm gonna put those stairs right here. Well, if I'm gonna put them here, I could also just pull them back a little bit. I know it's like a little ridiculous, but... I've done enough builds to where like I know how I want things to look, and like the game is simple enough that it's easy to kind of throw something together. But also at the same time, I still have to like work out some of the, you know, the fine tuning of it all. Hello? What are we talking about? Okay. Drifloon would be flying overlap. Just get a ghost type Pokemon. Honestly, I was gonna say Miss Magius would be perfect for the team, but you can't get Miss Magius unless you transferred one in, and I think that you should just transfer something in. A Glameow named Sig? But Glameow also needs to be transferred in. It's BDSP, so I may do it as a girl cat Lucy because she's as fat as a house. Oh, well. Mobsuki talking about a perform with a bike. Who? Okay. Oh, well, fuck my drag. I asked y'all what y'all thought of my thing and nobody responded. Y'all are too busy talking about Pokemon and ZZZ. I'm sick. I didn't hear the question. Well, right. Pay attention. Right, right. No, right. Okay, so I'm gonna put a pillar right here, and I can extend this roof over here, I guess. And then I could put some stairs right here. Question mark? I don't know how I feel about that. Ugh. Ew. I don't want to have to move this back any further, but I guess it is what it is. I asked y'all how y'all felt about this build, and then I said something to the effect of, this game is simple enough to where it's not difficult to build stuff. It's just like, I haven't like really cracked the code on what I want the niche to be, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I actually said. Something to that effect. You fuck with it, it feels cozy. Thank you, thank you. Okay, hopefully this is the last time that I have to do this with these freaking stairs. And hopefully I have enough freaking stairs. Okay, that's actually perfect. Which will allow me to make this into a house right here. This might be too big to make into a house, though. Yikes. Yeah, I think both of these areas are too big. I don't know how much smaller I would need to make it, though, because this is pretty wide. Cookie so good it's gone. Oh. You like the use of textures? Thanks. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. I think the last thing I need to do is add a roof, but I also need to separate off these rooms a little bit more, because these rooms are not going to work if they're not separated. Because right now, none of this is confirmed as a house. I did not know that's what this bed looked like. Okay. Your island is laggy? Oh no. You're glad they gave us a lot of options with the painting? Yeah, well, they do, yeah. I don't want to make another wall. That's the thing. Well, I don't have to make a full wall. Right? Because if I just separate it off like this, it's gonna categorize both of these areas. Well, I don't know. The logs also don't count as a wall, right? So there's that. Wait, they do count as a wall. The logs do count as a wall. See, because this is considered an area, and then this is considered an area. Right, okay. It's 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's the issue. Oh, and that's it? Oh. Ba-ba-da-ba-bow. Oh, I was looking up. Meanwhile, it's flying by up here. And then I can put some like pretty flowers out here or something. All of these flowers need time to grow. What if I put grass out here? Yeah. I have another door. Yikes. Oh, but 3 times 12, maybe if I just put some, like, some more flooring around. This should be counted as a room already. Like, it's big, it's not that big. Let's try it before I, like, reconstitute this room. No, it's not gonna work. Well, let's retry this first. Because I know this might be too big, and I'm okay with that. And also, they're gonna enjoy the hell out of this house regardless of what I do with it, so... I'm gonna let those logs be decoration more so than actual, like... Yeah. Okay, so I need 3 pieces of glass for this. I need 6 for this, so that would be 9, 12. 18 right here. 18 windows. Add 6 to this, which would be 24. And 6 to this, which would be 30. I don't know if I have any windows on me right now at all. I have some glass. I see no windows. So there's 30 there. I'll put like a little window thing here if I have one. Which I don't have any of those either. I need to go make some of those. So that's, what, 30 just for the top level? And then I'll put one right here. I guess one right here just for the evenness of it all. And that's 34, 8. I'll think about how I want this to look when I come back. 34, 8, 9, 10, 40, 4, 48, 54. No windows back here. 62. Right. Make sure to scrub behind your ears when you're done. I wish we could do other areas with friends like palette. No shade, but Milotic's area is not that decorated. I mean, some of it is, but a lot of it is not. It's just buildings. No shade. No shade. Is Reggie Rock in Pokopia? No. You added a bunch more stuff that made it laggy. Well, now it's time to consolidate, I guess. What am I here for? I need lumber. Not you quivering in fear. There are a handful of legendaries in this game, and there are some mythicals as well. But it's all contextual. That's what I'll say without revealing too much. Do I have lumber in here? I do want that. I'm gonna take that too. I'm kind of surprised I don't have any lumber sitting around. Maybe I do and I just haven't looked in the right spot. Okay, let's go to Rocky Ridges. What I don't really like about Ho-Oh and Lugia in the game is how they're like actively present, but you can't like move them in. And maybe you can, and I'm just not there yet. Don't spoil it. But like you get to talk to literally every other Pokemon that you see. Every other Pokemon, you get to have a relationship with them or talk to them at the very least. Well, there's some lumber here. And on your left, you can see the apartment complex that I'm building for all these other Pokemon. In the ridges. Do I have any lumber? The T is, though, I can go and drop this off at Decidueye and Dartrix, and they'll get it started. There is some lumber in here. Yeah, this is the apartment complex that I'm developing. It feels a little medieval, but... They like it dark in here, so Hello? Are y'all gonna come into your house, or you're just gonna stand around? Oh. Get to work. I would have loved it if y'all did this in your house, though. Oh, do I have any? I should look for windows while I'm here. Yeah, so this is the apartment complex. I haven't really touched it in a while. It's a connected elevator that goes up 3 different levels. Here is the living space for Riolu and Lucario. I'm still working on doing some of the window treatment garden areas. This is kind of just the middle area. It's just a big window. This is the other elevator. Here is where Cinderace and Scorbunny live. Here is where specifically just Gimmighoul lives. And then this is Dartrix and Decidueye. They live in the dark, but they like their little area. The Pokemon like it out here a lot. Audino lives in this house, which I'm not going to go in, but she does live in this house. It's not super decorated or anything, but it's cute. She has like a little cute bed. Jigglypuff lives in this house, and I showcased the building of this house and the completion of this house on stream. And that VOD is posted on my YouTube if you want to go watch it. I do have plans to develop maybe a 4th level to this apartment complex. I don't know how committed I am to making that happen, but I know that I want it to kind of come out up here. Somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but I know I want it to come out over here. And kind of connect up through where that cave was. And so I'm going to build through there because there's a cave up on the top of this part of the mountain. And I'm going to build through that because like it's already kind of building up to that. So I'm going to build through it. I have this area over here. I already finished this little cafe area, but I'm gonna continue working on the cafe area. This is like a build that you can like get. It's basically a pre-done or whatever, and I just have to like I wanted to reorganize it to make it look more like the area instead of making it look like Bleak Beach. This is Rotom's house. He really loves his house. This is Chef Dente's house. So everybody's kind of getting a space to live. There's still a lot of Pokemon who live out in the grass, and there's still a lot of Pokemon who live in the caves. Recently, Muck and Grimer moved out here, and also Steelix. I want to move Muck and Grimer over to another area, but Steelix is here to stay. There's some other Pokemon that I also might want to move out of this area as well, but we're not there yet. It's always a work in progress because I'm not moving another Pokemon into another area unless it has somewhere to live that's not a patch of grass, and so they kind of get stuck here until they can actually go where I want them to go. Let's see if I can make some windows. There's no windows in here, but I can definitely make some windows. I'm just gonna make 80 because I don't remember the number that I said. I actually really like shiny Kyogre, mind you. I think it would be interesting as well if we
Just
had
as a
like a
thought.
follow-up to Pokopia.
Trash.
Oh, well fuck me. I think it would be interesting to see a follow-up to Pokopia, maybe like something like a Pokopia 2 kind of thing. Where we're like in a different region and we get to build that region too with like different items, different Pokemon, better pizza, better ingredients, you know what I mean? I'm not expecting it, but I think it would be fun, so. This is really comfortable. I like this, and it kind of has like a greenhouse feel to it, but it's not a greenhouse, and I kind of like that. What region would you want? I definitely would love to see the Hoenn region. A partition right there. I don't have another partition, but that is cool to look at. I like the idea of this. I don't know if I would leave it like this, but that is fun. I love the feel. Maybe I'll come back and do another one. And see, because that was an accident. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go get another partition. I'm also gonna put some more of these things up over here. Onron's new surgery just dropped. Well, good for her. I guess it's really good for the community. I think it's kind of toxic how they all felt like they... I think it's kind of toxic how they all felt like it was appropriate for them to all complain about this. The way that they did, I think that was crazy. I mean, I do think that even if the change is better, it's still kind of crazy how the way they complained about it. I don't know. Sweats nervously. I don't have enough of these wooden posts to make them all go all the way up to the top. Well, I could always... what the fuck? That's not what I meant to do. Okay, I'll go make some more wooden posts. What did they change about her? Her face. People didn't like her face. They felt like her face didn't represent who she was because in other depictions of her, she had different facial features than her model. And people were basically saying it was problematic how they made her face into like, you know, like it's almost kind of like they Barbie-fied her a little bit, where they made all of her features like smaller and more attractive, especially to like a Western eye. And people were basically saying like, if she's from the culture, if she's from the ethnicity that she hails from, then she should be verifiably look different, and she should be able to look how she looks originally, and the way that they drew her is better than the way that they actually presented her, and they basically redid her face for the game because they wanted her to be more attractive, and people kind of felt like that was problematic. When in reality, I think it's as equally problematic how people feel like it's appropriate to complain to game developers about what game developers are doing and expect people to change what they're doing immediately. I think like, I don't think it's an issue to have a problem with it and to be vocal about the problem, but to expect people to change the problem. Especially when it's like, I understand that there were implications about it that were really deep. However, I don't think the implications were as deep as some people were making them out to be. Like, it was definitely a problem, but it was a lot to be like, oh, you better do something about this. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, because it changes the power dynamic. Now people are going to feel like they can do this about a lot of stuff. Which could enhance the way that we experience the game in the future if people are changing things that like... rather, I don't think it's going to change the game, but I think it's like the power dynamic has shifted, which means people think they're going to be able to change the game is basically the issue. Oh, I'm loving how this feels so far. Okay, I definitely don't have enough roofing to do a roof right now. I'm gonna go and get that stuff though, because I know I have enough made. What is the building you're making? I just missed. What is the building you were making? I actually never specifically said, but it's a house, obviously. This house is going to be specifically for the Bulbasaur line. I want them to be kind of like the... So every individual area has like specific Pokemon and a specific vision to it. This area I wanted specifically to be more for like the grass types, some of the bug types, and a lot of the Pokemon that are native to this part of the region in the first place. So that would be kind of like all the Pokemon that you get in the Safari Zone, all the Pokemon that you get in like the routes leading down to this area. So that would be what, 14, 15, 16, 17 question mark, and also the bike path, which would just be things like Doduo, even though I don't think Doduo is in the game. So that's really the focus. That's why I have a Politoed living out here. Originally, none of the Poliwag line at all lives in this area, but that's why I have them living out here, is because you can naturally get Poliwag in the Safari Zone in Kanto, and you can naturally get all the other Polis in Kanto from Poliwag, even though I don't think all of them are available in the games like that. Yeah, so all I have left to do is put a roof on this, and then I'm gonna call it a day. And I definitely know I want a roof to be on this. I think I need one more of these to make this finish. That's gonna kill me. Yeah, I need one more. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna look for some roofing materials, and I'm gonna look for the logs. Then you come pick up a Mew stamp and tour the farm. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna finish the structure, and then I'm gonna decorate it off stream, just because I do want to go and see the boy farm. And so yeah. I just need to get my roofing items, because I know I have like roof stuff, and I have to do this every time I do a build because my storage is not organized. So like every time I want to do a build, I have to travel in between all the different areas, because I have like all of the items for buildings and roofs and all that kind of stuff for each individual area when I'm building it, because normally I'll like develop it, but every now and then I just empty out all my storage. Like if I want to go to a dream island, I just empty my storage into the boxes that are next to my crafting area, and I go away, and then I come back and I craft everything that I want, and I build what I build, and then I'm done. The iPad, yeah. No roofs out here. Lots of items, but no roof. And so like out here, that's why I have like, that's why I rebuilt this little Team Rocket building. And I put like all my electric types in here. And then so like I have Toxel, Dedenne, Pichu, and Pikachu out here right now. And then in the little alleyway next to the house is where Charjabug lives. But that's because like all my electric types are living out here. It makes sense for the electric types to live out here, because that's where the electric gym is, and I feel like there's a greater context to this area, especially because the story actually calls for you to have a relationship to electricity. So it makes sense that some of them live out here, because this is like, that's the T. And some of the Pokemon that do live out here are probably going to be moved out of this area too, but we're not there yet. I definitely like the neighborhood feel of this part of town, because that's what it was intended to be, but I don't want it to be like that after this. Can you please call Little Caesars corporate with me? I'm really vulnerable right now. Yeah, totally. Return to our roots. A little secret, though. What do you mean, a little secret? Return to your roots. What other pizza places do you have in your area? Now I'm curious. Hey Siri, play Domino by Jessie J. feeling sexy and free. Like glitter's raining on me. Yeah. You strum me like a guitar. Yeah. And I can taste the tension like a cloud of smoke in the air. Now I'm breathing like I'm running cause you're taking me there. Okay, let's go to the Skylands and see if I have any roofs up there. I think I do, actually. Don't you know? You spin me out of control. Ooh, 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 ooh. We can do this all right. Baby, come on. Do, 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 do. Booming like a bass drum, sparking up a rhythm. Baby, come on. Do, 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 do. Rock my world into the sun. Okay, who's joining me to go visit the boy farm? Once I do the roof, I'm gonna visit the boy farm. Who's joining me? Who's with me? Is this painted? I don't know if this is painted. I guess there's no way to tell. There's no way to know until I. This is painted. It's gray. Wait, this is gray? That's actually perfect. Hold on. Rock my world into the sunlight. Make this dream the best I've ever known. Dirty dancing in the moonlight. Take me down like I'm a domino. Every second is a highlight. When we touch, don't ever let me go. Dirty dancing in the moonlight. Take me down like I'm a domino. Oh, baby, baby, got you feeling so right. Oh, baby, baby, dancing in the moonlight. Oh, baby, baby. I don't have any storage in my pallet town right now. Do y'all want to see my pallet town, though, before I go back? I need to go back to Bleak Beach, and I'm going to work on the roof of a building that I saw that has gray roofs, that needs a gray roof. And then I will show you, but first I'm gonna show you my pallet town. There's not much going on out there. Honestly, it's just a house and like I have some environments and like, and there's a house, there's a habitat, and like there's a bunch of Pokemon that are living out there, but that's about it. I'm sure we're gonna see a new one because I haven't been over here since yesterday. And I'm just building like a bunch of habitats so that all the Pokemon who are out here can just live out here. Hi, it's great to meet you. This seems like a pretty comfy place to live. So, what is it that you do around here? Huh? You're building different habitats all around to suit all the different kinds of Pokemon. That's so cool. If everyone gets a home, that's just perfect for them. Do you think they might stop squabbling over territory? That would be even cooler. Leafeon, the verdant Pokemon. When you see Leafeon asleep in a patch of sunshine, you'll know it is using photosynthesis to produce clean air. Leafeon, the verdant Pokemon. Period. I also have Sylveon, Espeon, Rowlet, Machamp, Cramorant. I have Sudowoodo, I guess. I don't know when I talked to Sudowoodo. Well, here's Sudowoodo now. Anyway, I have Axew who lives at this habitat made with this bed. I don't know why he's sleeping on this one. I have Vikavolt. I have Glimmet. Inside the house is inside the house is me, Tinka, Tuff, and Eevee. Hitmontop, Dusclops, Tinkatink, Scizor, Mawile, Raichu lives over here. Munchlax lives in the middle, right next to Tinkatink. Murkrow. And I think that's it. Yeah, so there's just a bunch of Pokemon out here, and they all live out here in harmony. surrounding my house, and I'm gonna probably build another house out here for some of these Pokemon because like Mawile really does not like living out here that much, but it's whatever. And a lot of them I'm probably gonna move into other areas because like I feel like I want to really truly focus on the other areas, and then I'll have this place to, you know, when I want it. Anyway, we're going to go to the Bleak Beach. Farm boy, Earth to farm boy, make sure that you're ready for when I'm ready, but you don't have to like open your gate right now because I'm probably gonna be like a little while since I'm gonna be building that roof, but I'm gonna do a tour of your area for the last thing I do on stream. And honestly, it's a really big deal. If you've been keeping up with the Farm Boy news, you're gonna enjoy the boy farm. Farm boy news, boy farm news. Oh, you got Milotic in here, so we're ready? Oh, okay, period. Oh, so I'm late. While yes, I do have a neighborhood kind of running out here, some of these houses are empty. So like Torchic lives over here, a few of the other fire types live over here, a few of the normal types live over here. We have we have the little steam bath or whatever. But what I'm actually here for right now is this. I thought I had more than that. I didn't realize it was just one piece. Well, I'll get into it. That's one more piece that I can use for what I'm trying to do. This is actually where I have my Blaziken living. This is Blaziken's house. I don't know if he's here right now, but Blaziken does live here. Oh, he is here. Normally he's not here, so I was surprised to see that he's here. He lives in here, yeah. Not much to say about his house, but he does like it, so there's that. Which, this is me refurbishing this area as well. It's not just like... Milotic's a VIP? Okay, well, anybody can join the tour of the boy farm, but... if there's not a space for me, I'm not going to be happy, so... If there's anybody else who wants to walk around and be seen on stream, that's your business. We're probably gonna take a selfie too, and then I'll use that as a picture for the VOD. And also I'll post it on my Blueski. You brought your man with you. Wait. Oh, I see. Me when I'm confused. Oh, I forgot to make another log, too. Oh, well. Hi, Pablo. I love the house you made for Polyrath you showed earlier in stream. Comfy rainforest vibes. Exactly. I really like it, too, so thank you. I'm glad y'all are feeling it. Love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. Couldn't see that I was blind to let you go. I can't escape the pain inside. This love takes. You know what? Actually, this would be perfect. You know what would be perfect out here? Is not this, but like a little flat roof moment. Just to cover you from the rain. I don't know how I want that to look though until I finish the rest of this roof, so let me focus on that really fast. Yes, because this comes out like that, and so this really, so this pillar, right, so let me, there needs to be another pillar right here that's missing. Which means either way I'm gonna need to make another little set of these. I just forgot to. Luckily, it takes logs. Anyway, I'm gonna do that, but just give me like 2... Let me just finish this one little stretch. Oh! I see. The cobblestone wall was not supposed to be a part of that, and why are 2 pieces of the cobblestone wall missing instead of just 1? Oh, I'm about to crash out. And so this should go all the way to the corner right here. And then it turns on the actual log up here. And then it goes, and then it continues this way. That was me taking the cobblestone log, or the cobblestone wall. Ooh, I'm about to crash out. Ooh, I'm about to crash out. Ooh, I'm about to crash out, because I'm locked in, and I keep getting knocked off my focus. Like... Also, I definitely don't have enough roofing to finish this, but at least I'm getting the roof started. Luckily, you don't need any PP to get rid of to put a piece down. You just needed to pick things up. And I don't know how I feel about this. if there's not a way for it, like there's not a pillar for the rest of it, that's gonna throw me off, you know what I mean? Ooh. So yeah, that's gonna take a little bit more work. I'll probably show you all the results of this later. Okay. Honestly though, what I could do, just to fill that in, because I was curious what I needed to do to fill the rest of this in, I could just put some of this down. Like just as like a trim to the roof at least, right? What's missing a pillar? Yeah, it is, and I hate it. But like that's the only access up to this room. This is basically like a separate apartment, you know? So I definitely want there to be a pillar right here too. And then if I was gonna do something like this, it would have to be a pillar all the way down here. But if I do that, like I'm gonna have to, like it's gonna force me to reconfigure the stairs as well. And there's really not a way around that unless I have some kind of support up here that would work. I don't want to change the stairs. I like the stairs. And plus the stairs are functional. The stairs were built here for function. And there's not really a way around the stairs unless I were to put the building outside of the stairs. All right, well, the sun's going down. I guess it's time to visit the boy farm. I will show you, when I finish this build, which honestly might just call for me to like pull out this roof and do some more of these pillars. Both of the pillars would be really long, that is true. And I don't really mind it. Oh, you mean like pull all the pillar out like this? Yes. Because I don't want to have to like knock out a piece of the stair. Because this pillar right here would go right into like this stair piece that I'm on right now. This one, or it would actually be this one, and I'd have to knock it off. Or no, it would be this one. I would have to knock that off and put a pillar right there, and that would kill me to think about and also to look at. Also, it needs access for the Pokemon type who are going to live in this house. Like, obviously, this is not my house. This is going to be for them. So, I'm going to have to do some roofing. I'm going to have to do some other stuff. But I'm ready to visit the boy farm. Do you have a code for me? I'm carrying a lot of crap on me, but... if anybody else would like to visit the boy farm, obviously it's up to Farm Boy to allow you in, but... if Milotic's gonna be there, we have the space for at least one more person. Thank you so much for coming to my stream today. This is actually my second stream. Earlier I was playing Pokemon Legends ZA. I probably will not be posting that VOD on YouTube, so if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, it still might be up on Twitch, but I will be posting it on Twitch just to keep it open for you in case you would like to see. Oh, there's a Mew stamp. Yes, Farm Boy has a Mew stamp if you want to come in. There's space for one more person. Art style wise, Pokopia looks the most similar to Let's Go. And also a lot of like the world building around Pokopia is based on the environment of Kanto in Let's Go specifically. My little chick says if you want to visit the boy farm, you have to be in a certain tax bracket. Oh, get into it. This is Farm Boy. Okay, period. I like all the red and blue flowers. There's Empoleon. There's Pidgeot. Okay. What is this? Okay, so this is kind of like a complex, yes. That people, like Pokemon live in here. Whoa. Think of me as the eye in the sky. Just take me wherever you want to go. Okay, so normally you would climb up that ladder. Oh, boy farm news. It's a barn, yeah. It's a barn, but Pokemon live in the barn. Yes, exactly. With stables. We're on the edge of the map, but we're going up to the top. Period. Okay, period. What is this? This is big. Why do I want chicken flavored Maruchan ramen right now? Oh, this is tea. And this is the shop being hosted by Wartortle. There's another shop over here being hosted by... Oh, okay. No, this is a shop that's being hosted by, let me see. Where's Farm Boy? Farm Boy, we lost you. Hey. Oh, this is pretty. It's like a staircase, but it's like a staircase of waterfalls. I'm being led into this building. Okay, this has like all human artifacts. I'm assuming that Tangrowth lives here. This is like a house, dwelling. Okay, here we are. This will be the community center or an inn that Tangrowth runs. That makes sense. Because, like, eventually, like, in post-game, Tangrowth asks you to, like, give him a place to stay. Which is true for, I think, all the Pokemon. Like, they're all, like, once you finish the story with them, whether they're a part of the story, like, whether they're a part of the story or not, if they're a part of the story of the areas, they'll ask you for somewhere to live after you finish with their quests. Okay, here's a little farm. This is really, like, this is really nice, because I know this area. This is supposed to be the area that I keep referring to as the Safari Zone Gate. And this is where the water naturally flows in from, is over here. What is this? Hepatitis. It's a boy Burmy. It's gonna be a Mothim. A wall of water is interesting. Who's gonna live here? Ta-da! All of this, and this is so much water. Okay, and here's a greenhouse. Love. This is fun. Oh, is this like where you grow all your flowers? That's all for this area. Well, take me wherever else you want to show me. And you're saying that's all, but like this is really interesting. You found Cherubi? Period. Did you not have a grass type on your team? Myotic said he's not going. I did say I was going. Sorry, I'm packing my gym bag. Get into it. The Noah sending. Well, it was funny. It was funny. I think it's funny. Is it a male? Is it a male Cherubi or a female? What are you gonna name it, Pickled? What's T? Oh. Weren't you in the last area? What's going on? Oh, hey. More walls of water. Get into it. Okay, now we're in the farm area. Now we're going into the cave. Oh, period. What is this? Magneton? Okay. I went too fast. Okay, let me do it again. Let me do it again. Can you, like, reset it so I can try it again? I don't know what song it is. Penny Candy is cute. It's a Small World? Okay. Let me reset it. I need to hear it again. One last time. Also, this track going under the water is sending me... I kind of hear it. It's a small world after all. Okay, let's go. Let's go a little faster. I guess it's because I don't know the tune very well, so I'm like, I'm hearing it and I'm like, what is this? What is this? What is this? You kept drowning when you were making it? Yeah, building underwater is very difficult. Even with the magnemite. Okay, where else? Just show me what you want to show me. You don't have to show me everything. Oh, okay. Unless you want to. Oh, I love this. It's like a bathhouse. A private bathhouse. This is crazy. Now's the last area. The last area you're gonna show. Leave an emote in the chat if you like Farm Boy's build so far, please. I'm gonna leave an emote in the chat because I like Farm Boy's build so far. That's my emote. Here we are on the Rocky Ridges with Empoleon. Where am I going? Oh, hey. Are we gonna wait here, Milotic? Is Empoleon following you? I didn't know you could bring your Pokemon with you. Right. Right. Milotic over here being gay with the penguin. I didn't know what y'all were talking about when you said not the penguin. I was so confused. Somebody said that earlier. I was like, what's that noise? Farm Boy, did you get lost? The dedication to all these cart rides is crazy. I lost the cart. Help. There was a cart in the middle, but there's only one. Oh, that reminds me. While I'm here, why don't I get this little Mew thing? Who should be replaced with Mew? I'm thinking maybe Gengar or Gyarados. What do y'all think? I found it. It's by the entrance. Which one should I replace with Mew? I guess I'll do Gengar. Pikachu. Oh. Oh. Can't you teleport back to the Pokemon Center, or is that only when people aren't visiting you? No. All right, let's roll.
What about you being built like a bus driver?
What about you being built like the bus?
Oh, it's me? Okay, well, let's roll. Is this the front way? Should we go the other direction? Honestly, just tell me when to stop. What is going on? I stay straight, I stay gay, I keep my finger on the trigger. Oh! Is this a good place to stop right here somewhere? Or do you want to keep going? Okay, I'll let you lead the rest of the way because I honestly didn't. I'm like really bad at driving them anyway. Oh, hello? What is this? The icon, the legend. Eee. Oh! What is this? Get me out of here. I'm scared. I'm getting out of here. I've just locked legendaries in here and they can't leave. Why do you have Hariyama in jail? Charizard prison. Charizard's not home right now. Oh, he's the guard. What? I'm just gonna let you live your fantasy. Thank you so much for showing me. Okay, and we're going through the ruins of the museum. Okay, Volcarona lives inside the volcano. We're going back through the museum. Dinosaurs! Okay. What? Let's see, walking into the lava.
What was that?
Oh my god. I'm scared. This is that one girl's dad, remember? From the Pokemon movie? Pokemon Forever? We need to watch that. What is the other movie I said we need to watch? Are y'all ready for another movie night? Bye, Milo. Take the way we left it. Not Milo. Oh shit. Okay, that was funny. That was funny. I'm surprised we haven't gone under the water again yet. Oh my god. One big room full of bad bitches. Okay, I'm leaving this. Thank you. Ready? Corruption. Honestly, they deserve it. What? 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 Oh, what? We're not gonna be watching the Super Mario Brothers movie. Nice try. Whoa. All the twists and turns. Okay, Milo, to go pose for the picture. Bye. Let me check my camera and see what they look like. Oh, this is cute. And this one. And this one. This is what 200 plus hours mental illness and dedication will get you. And you don't have any security cameras. Unlike Milotic, you're not living in a surveillance state. That's great. Let me go look at your item shop before I leave. Because I never did that. Oh, yes, thank you. Now I can build my own jail. The Poke Metal is so cheap. Yes. Well, thank you so much for showing me the boy farm. I really appreciate it. I'm getting out of here. Thank you so much for coming to my stream today. I hope that you all enjoyed the stream. Keep up with the boy farm news. I really don't want to watch Detective Pikachu. I think that's the reason why we haven't watched that one, but it's not the one that I said we were going to watch. Make sure to keep up with the Boy Farm news by following Farm Boy on Blue Sky, which is where we get updates for about the Boy Farm all the time. It's a great time. And if you don't know what the Boy Farm is, it is Farm Boy's Pokopia. So on my streams, normally I'll show you my Pokopia, but recently I've been visiting other people. So we've seen CMB's Pokopia, we've seen Milotic's Pokopia, we've seen some of Pero's Pokopia on stream. And I think that might be it. And now we've seen Farm Boy. We're gonna get out of here. And honestly, let's eat some zucchini. Should we do a raid? Is there anybody who is streaming who we should raid? Before we start that. All right, let's go here. Let's start the music. Can we get the raid message in the chat? Eat zucchini. Copy the raid message and put it in the chat of whoever it is that we end up raiding. Well, Arya is live playing Pokemon Coliseum with their friend. We could raid Arya. Is there anybody else? No shade. His name is Michael is streaming, but he's been up for 3.5 hours. Yeah, a lot of people have been on for a long time. Let's raid Arya. It's going to be easier since she hasn't been on for super long. Please be nice to Arya when we go into Arya's stream. I will be back tomorrow with more stream for all of you. I'm glad that we got our Dratini today. Keep an eye out for the shiny Pokemon giveaway that's going to be happening in the Discord. Make sure to check out the Discord. Make sure to check out my socials. Make sure to check out my throne. We're still raising money to get for the Emotes Fund. So if you want to donate to the Emotes Fund while we're off stream, I would appreciate it. If not, you can always do it while we're on stream. I want to say thank you to Pickles for the gifted subs from earlier. I will be posting this VOD. But we're probably not going to be seeing it until next week because I still have a bunch of VODs from last week that I'm posting. So anyway, yeah. Copy that raid message and put it in Arya's chat. And we're getting out of here. Bye.